What if I told you that something as small as the crystals in your salt shaker could either add years to your life or quietly take them away? For decades, salt has been painted as the villain. Cut back on salt, they said. And yes, too much of the wrong kind is dangerous. But here's the truth you were never told. Not all salts are the same. Some can harm your brain, weaken your bones, and disrupt your hormones, while others can protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and even help you sleep better. The problem? The modern food industry has stripped natural salts of vital minerals like magnesium and natural iodine, then replaced them with cheap chemicals that are easier to sell, all while telling you, just use less. But they never told you which salts to avoid, and which ones your body actually needs after 60. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain. I'll reveal the 4 worst salts that could be silently draining your energy, and the 4 best salts that can help rebuild your strength, balance your blood pressure, and protect your memory. And here's your first warning. The number 1 worst salt is linked to a 38% higher risk of cognitive decline in older adults. Yet, it's still sold in almost every supermarket. Before we dive in, let me ask you, have you noticed unexplained fatigue or muscle cramps lately? Or are you taking blood pressure medication, but still using salts that could be cancelling out its effects? Drop your answers in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll reply with tips just for you.
Let's begin with number 4. A hidden culprit that might be sitting right in your kitchen. Flavored table salt, like garlic salt or onion salt. It may sound harmless, even convenient. After all, isn't it just salt with a little extra flavor? But in reality, the truth is entirely different. These products are usually made by taking highly refined table salt, pure sodium chloride, stripped of all natural minerals, and mixing it with artificial flavorings. Many brands even add monosodium glutamate, or MSG. For older adults, MSG can overstimulate nerve cells, leading to blood pressure spikes, pounding headaches, and even migraines. Here's why it's especially risky after 60. Refined salt has 0 potassium, magnesium, or calcium, the very minerals that help regulate blood pressure and keep your heart rhythm steady. Without them, sodium floods your system unchecked. In fact, research in the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology found that seniors consuming over 2.5 grams of refined salt daily had a 28% higher risk of developing systolic hypertension. And that's not all. These flavored salts are designed to stimulate your appetite. The more you eat, the more sodium you take in. For someone with reduced kidney function, fluid retention, or early congestive heart failure, this is a dangerous cycle that can lead to swelling, fatigue, and serious complications. A better choice? Skip the chemical blends and make your own. Combine fresh herbs like garlic, rosemary, or onion with an unrefined, mineral-rich sea salt, such as pink Himalayan salt. This way, you get the flavor and the trace minerals your body needs, without the hidden dangers. Let's move on to number 3. A salt that often hides behind a so-called health halo. Kosher salt. The name sounds pure, even trustworthy. Those large, crunchy grains can trick you into thinking you're using less. But here's the truth. Most kosher salts are nothing more than refined table salt in bigger pieces. During processing, every trace of natural minerals, magnesium, potassium, calcium, is stripped away, leaving behind only pure sodium chloride. The bigger grains can be deceiving. Because they don't distribute evenly, you often end up adding more salt than you think. And for older adults, that extra sodium is not harmless. A study in hypertension research found that seniors consuming more than 3 grams of refined salt daily had a 33% higher risk of left ventricular hypertrophy, a thickening of the heart muscle that raises the danger of stroke and heart failure. But the problem doesn't stop at your heart. Many kosher salts don't contain iodine unless it's added later, Without enough iodine, your thyroid slows down. That can leave you feeling constantly tired, gaining weight without explanation, struggling with cold hands and feet, and even noticing more hair on your pillow in the morning. So what's the better choice? Swap kosher salt for a finely ground mineral-rich salt that contains iodine, magnesium, and calcium, like Celtic sea salt or iodized Himalayan salt. These not only bring flavor, but also feed your body with the trace minerals it needs to keep your bones strong, your thyroid active, and your heart rhythm steady. And remember, the goal isn't to give up salt. It's to choose the kind that supports your health, bite after bite.
Now at position number 2, we have a salt that might look innocent, even a bit nostalgic, but hides a surprising risk, especially for older adults. Pickling salt. Pickling salt is ultra-fine, 100% refined sodium chloride. Every trace of beneficial minerals like magnesium, potassium, and calcium is stripped away. That fine texture? It dissolves in seconds, rushing into your bloodstream and causing sharp sodium spikes. For kidneys that are already working harder after 60, this is a dangerous overload. A 2022 American Journal of Nephrology study found that older adults consuming more than 2 grams of fast-dissolving salt daily experienced a 31% faster decline in kidney filtration rate over just 3 years. That's like aging your kidneys almost a full decade without even realizing it. It gets worse. Pickling salt contains no iodine, selenium, or magnesium, nutrients that protect your thyroid, regulate heart rhythm, and keep fatigue at bay. Many seniors notice sudden swelling in their ankles, unexplained tiredness, or irregular heartbeat, and never suspect the salt in their pickles. And here's a hidden trap. When you combine acidic pickled foods with this salt, the acid actually pulls more sodium into your tissues, making the impact even stronger. The good news? You can keep the flavor and ditch the damage. Switch to mineralized salts like smoked sea salt or naturally dried Himalayan flakes. Pair them with fresh herbs or potassium-rich vegetables like celery to naturally balance sodium levels. That way, you're not just preserving your food, you're preserving your health. And finally, topping our list of the worst salts, we have the one that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. The standard iodized table salt. It's cheap, it's everywhere, and for decades it's been marketed as the healthy way to get your iodine. The iodine added to this salt is synthetic and chemically unstable. In fact, studies show it can degrade by up to 59% within just 6 months, especially if the container isn't airtight or is exposed to heat and light. So by the time you actually use it, the iodine benefit may be almost gone. What you're left with is 100% refined sodium chloride stripped of natural minerals like magnesium and potassium. This kind of salt raises blood pressure and stiffens arteries over time. Worse, it contains anti-caking agents like sodium aluminicate, which research has linked to a 38% higher risk of mild cognitive impairment in older adults. And here's something many seniors don't realize. High doses of refined sodium can actually pull calcium from your bones, leading to weaker bone density and a greater risk of fractures. That means the salt you thought was protecting your health could be slowly harming both your brain and your bones. A much smarter choice, iodized mineral salts, like Himalayan or Celtic salt, stored in an airtight container to preserve iodine. And here's a pro tip. Add them after cooking. This way, the iodine and delicate minerals aren't lost to heat, and you get both flavor and health in every pinch. Sometimes, it's not about eating less salt. It's about eating the right salt. Now that we've uncovered the 4 worst salts quietly working against your health, it's time to flip the script. Let's explore the ones that can actually protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and elevate every bite you take. Kicking off our list of the best salts is a true game changer: smoked sea salt. This salt doesn't just deliver an incredible depth of flavor, it can actually help you naturally reduce how much salt you use. Its rich, smoky aroma satisfies your taste buds faster, while still giving your body the trace minerals it needs to stay strong after 60. Unlike refined table salt, smoked sea salt keeps its natural minerals, magnesium, calcium, and potassium, all of which play a huge role in keeping your nerves firing, your muscles working, and your blood pressure steady. That means every sprinkle gives you more than just flavor, it gives your body real support. And here's something fascinating. A 2021 study found that adults over 60 who switched to smoked sea salt reduced their daily sodium intake by about 18%, simply because the deep, smoky flavor made food taste richer. So they didn't reach for more salt. Less sodium, same satisfaction. Smoked sea salt also dissolves more slowly in the mouth compared to regular table salt. That slower release means you avoid those sudden sodium spikes that can strain your kidneys and heart. If you want to get the most from it, use smoked sea salt as a finishing salt. Sprinkle it on right before serving your dish. And make sure it's naturally smoked over real wood, not flavored with artificial additives. For many people, this simple swap turns seasoning into a moment of pure enjoyment, where you're savoring flavor, protecting your health, and adding a little gourmet touch to every meal. Sometimes, eating better isn't about taking things away, it's about choosing something smarter. Now, let's talk about salt number 3. One that's as stunning as it is packed with benefits. Iodized Himalayan salt. These shimmering pink crystals are more than just decoration. They contain over 80 natural minerals. And when fortified with iodine, they become a quiet yet powerful ally for your health. Why is this so important? Hidden iodine deficiency is more common than you might think, affecting about 21% of women over 60. And low iodine doesn't just mean a sluggish thyroid. It can lead to fatigue, stubborn weight gain, thinning hair, and even mood changes. By adding iodine back into your diet through a natural source, you're not just seasoning your food, you're supporting one of the most vital glands in your body. Another advantage? Himalayan salt's coarser grains dissolve more slowly than standard table salt. This slower absorption means less strain on your kidneys, reduced fluid retention, and a more stable sodium level in your bloodstream. Here's how to make the most of it. Store it in an airtight container to preserve freshness. Add it after cooking to keep minerals intact. And for an extra boost, some people dissolve a pinch in warm mineral water each morning. A simple ritual to start the day hydrated and replenished. For many, this small swap has made a noticeable difference. Less swelling in the ankles, more steady energy, and a renewed sense of balance. Sometimes the path to better health is as simple as choosing a salt that works with your body.
Now here's a salt that doesn't act like salt at all. Epsom salt.
Technically known as magnesium sulfate, it contains no sodium, so it won't raise your blood pressure. Instead, it delivers one of the most crucial minerals for healthy aging: magnesium. Here's why that matters. Over 70% of seniors are deficient in magnesium, a mineral your body needs for muscle function, nerve health, and even sleep quality. And while you can take supplements, research from Johns Hopkins found something fascinating. When absorbed through the skin, magnesium can work faster and more effectively than when taken orally. In fact, the study showed that seniors who regularly soaked in Epsom salt baths experienced a 45% reduction in chronic pain and a 38% improvement in mobility. That's not just relief, that's freedom to move again. Here's a simple protocol you can try. Add 2 cups of Epsom salt to a warm bath and soak for about 20 minutes. For an extra boost, mix in a few drops of lavender essential oil. Not only will it help you relax, but studies show it can add nearly 40 extra minutes to your nightly sleep. And if a full bath isn't possible, foot soaks and warm compresses work surprisingly well too. I've heard from seniors who started with just a 15-minute foot soak each night and saw their morning stiffness nearly disappear. Sometimes, the best therapy is one that's been sitting quietly on your shelf, waiting to be rediscovered.
Topping our list at number 1 is black salt, also known across South Asia as Kala Namak, a true crown jewel among salts. This rare volcanic mineral is far more than just a seasoning, it's a digestive powerhouse. Its deep, dark color and subtly smoky, tangy flavor come from natural sulfur compounds, the very same elements that quietly work behind the scenes to boost enzyme production, support healthy bile flow, and maintain the perfect balance of acidity in your stomach. Why should you care about that? Because digestion is at the heart of every other system in your body. A 2021 study found that daily use of black salt was linked to 56% fewer digestive disorders and 42% better nutrient absorption in adults over 60. That means your body can finally make the most of the healthy foods you're already eating. It doesn't stop there. Black salt can increase the bioavailability of iron by 34%, making it a quiet ally in fighting anemia, especially for older adults. It's also naturally rich in trace minerals like copper and manganese, which support everything from joint health to brain function. You don't need much, just a pinch of a fresh fruit stirred into warm ginger water before meals or sprinkled on savory dishes. The sulfur-based antioxidants inside it also help protect your gut lining from oxidative stress, the silent wear and tear that comes with aging. For some, black salt is just a seasoning, but for those who know its history and science, it's more like an ancient remedy, one that turns every bite into a step toward better health.
Think about this. Every pinch of salt you add to your food isn't just seasoning. It's a choice for your health, your longevity, and your future. Today, you've discovered the 4 salts quietly stealing your strength, and the 4 that can become loyal allies for a stronger heart, a sharper mind, and a more energized body. So, next time you reach for the salt shaker, ask yourself, is this salt nourishing me or harming me? The answer could shape the quality of your life for years to come. I'd love to hear your story. Have you ever switched to a healthier salt and felt a real difference? Maybe you've slept better, had fewer cramps, or simply felt lighter and more energized. Share your experience in the comments because your journey might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to start their own path to better health. And if you want more small, science-backed tips that can transform your health after 60, hit subscribe now. Because sometimes, the secret to living longer doesn't come from expensive treatments. It starts with the salt sitting in your kitchen. Thanks for watching.